The polar bear and the grizzly bear are the two most dangerous bear species on the planet. Now, some might wonder, what about the Kodiak bear? Yes, it is larger than the grizzly, but it doesn't match the grizzly's raw aggression. Today, the focus shifts. What happens when the polar bear goes head-to-head with the grizzly's relentless ferocity? In a one-on-one fight, who would come out on top? Size and physique. Polar bears are the largest land carnivores alive today. Adult males typically weigh between 900 and 1,600 pounds, 400 to 725 kilograms, with some exceptional individuals tipping the scales at more than 2,000 pounds, 907 kilograms. These Arctic giants are long-bodied and heavily built with thick necks and massive paws, each up to 12 inches, 30 centimeters wide, designed to support their weight on ice and propel them through freezing waters. Grizzly bears, though smaller in size, are built like living bulldozers. Adult males typically weigh between 600 and 700 pounds, 272 to 318 kilograms, though some have been recorded at over 800 pounds, 363 kilograms. Grizzlies are shorter and stockier, with broader heads and compact frames. Their most distinctive feature is the massive shoulder hump, pure muscle, that powers their forelimbs and allows them to dig, swipe, and wrestle with tremendous energy. Stamina. Polar bears' land stamina is not as developed as grizzly bears because they spend less time traveling long distances on land. Their specialized carnivorous diet, primarily consisting of seals, involves less land travel and more time spent on or near sea ice. Their reliance on sea ice for hunting seals necessitates strong swimming abilities, making them more efficient and enduring in aquatic environments. Grizzlies' omnivorous diet requires them to cover large areas, leading to the development of better stamina on land. They have powerful limbs and muscular bodies well suited for walking and running on varied terrains. Speed and agility. Polar bears, while immensely powerful, are slower and less agile on land, reaching top speeds of around 25 miles per hour, 40 kilometers per hour. Their long, bulky frame is built for swimming and navigating flat, icy terrain, not for quick maneuvers. Grizzly bears, on the other hand, are much faster and more agile, capable of running up to 35 miles per hour, 56 kilometers per hour, and darting through forests and rugged landscapes with ease. Their compact build, strong limbs, and superior stamina give them a clear advantage in both speed and terrestrial mobility. Weaponry. Both bears are well equipped with fearsome claws and crushing jaws, but when it comes to combat, their primary weapons are their jaws. Their claws serve more for grappling, anchoring, and holding opponents in place, setting them up for a devastating bite. But this is what sets them apart. Polar bears, adapted to a life in the frozen north, possess immensely powerful jaws capable of generating an estimated bite force of around 1,200 pounds per square inch. Unlike the slicing teeth of big cats, a polar bear's teeth are engineered for tearing through thick blubber and the dense flesh of seals. Their canines are long and conical, perfect for puncturing, while their carnassials work like shears, ripping prey apart with ease. The grizzly bear isn't far behind, with a bite force estimated at around 1,150 pounds per square inch. This formidable bite enables them to consume an incredibly varied diet, from elk and fish to roots, berries, and even insects. In battle, it's strong enough to snap bones, crush spinal cords, and inflict fatal damage in seconds. Aggression. Polar bears endure some of the harshest conditions on Earth, an unforgiving Arctic wilderness where everything is frozen and food is scarce. To sustain their massive bodies, they require huge amounts of calories, pushing them into a near-constant state of hunger. This relentless drive for survival makes them exceptionally aggressive predators, always on the hunt and willing to take risks. In such a brutal environment, almost anything becomes potential prey, including humans. Grizzlies, on the other hand, are powerful and can certainly be aggressive, especially when threatened or defending their young. However, they don't typically view humans as prey. While capable of deadly attacks when provoked, their aggression is more situational than instinctual. Compared to the cold-blooded desperation of a starving polar bear, the grizzly's ferocity is more measured. Competition. Polar bears rarely face serious threats in the wild and don't often engage in direct combat with other predators. Grizzly bears, by contrast, are battle-tested brawlers. They frequently confront rivals, defend kills, and fend off threats from wolves, cougars, and even other grizzlies. Who would win? The grizzly's agility and stamina, while impressive, won't be enough to secure victory in a brutal one-on-one clash. The polar bear is a cold-blooded killer, literally. Living in an environment where every meal counts, it survives by hunting constantly, making it one of the most experienced predators on the planet. Unlike the grizzly, which mixes berries and roots into its diet, the polar bear lives and breathes the hunt. Its immense size and unrelenting aggression make it a force of nature. Yes, grizzlies are powerful and capable of killing large prey, but they don't do it with the same frequency or necessity. In the wild north, hesitation means starvation, and that desperation has forged the polar bear into a relentless, efficient killing machine. In a straight-up fight, the grizzly's speed and stamina might help it hold out, but against the sheer power, primal rage, and killer instinct of the polar bear, it likely wouldn't be enough. The polar bear would win?